Besides the jazz blues, rhythm changes is the second most popular progression in jazz. And in this lesson today, I'm going to teach you the chords and the form to this well-known progression. Hi friends, my name is Damian Bacci and welcome to my back room here in sunny Tampa Bay, Florida. Now if you're new to jazz guitar, this is one lesson you'll definitely want to learn, because learning the rhythm changes form is a crucial element when learning jazz, and it's considered a must-know progression. So what is rhythm changes? Well, the rhythm changes form is taken from the chord progression of George Gershwin's 1930 composition, I've Got Rhythm, which was a huge song, and eventually the I've Got Rhythm chord progression became the basis to many new songs. In fact, many musicians back in the swing and bebop era used the I've Got Rhythm chord progression to create new melodies over the existing chord structure. And songs that use the rhythm changes structure is Charlie Parker's Anthropology, Duke Ellington's Cottontail, Oleo by Sonny Rollins, Nat King Cole's Straighten Up and Fly Right, and even Charlie Christian's 7-Come-11, and the list goes on and on. Now, rhythm changes is a 32-measure AABA form, and you play the A part twice, then there's the B part, the bridge, and you play that once, and then you play the A part one more time. Now, the A section of the progression uses a 1-6-2-5 sequence. Now, just in case there's a viewer that's saying to themselves, what's a 1-6-2-5 progression? What's up with the numbers? So let's say we're playing a 1-6-2-5 in the key of B flat. Here's B flat, there's our 1. All right? And our next chord is the 6th. So we're going to move to the 6th degree of the scale and build a chord on it. So here's our B flat major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's a G. It's a G7, right? And then for the 2 chord of the 1-6-2-5 progression, 1, 2, that's where we get our C7 from. And for the 5 chord, which is F7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our F7 is our F note, F7. 1, 6, 2, 5. Now, when it goes to the bridge, the B section, it goes through a cycle of fifths using dominant chords. Now, there's many types of ways to comp over rhythm changes, and it can get pretty intricate. But for this lesson, I'm just going to show you the basic jazz chords for rhythm changes in the key of B flat. Now, of course, you can play it in any key, but the most popular key for rhythm changes is in B flat. Now, in this lesson, I'm going to be playing a lot of shell chords. And shell chords are just 3 notes. It contains the root, the 7th, and the 3rd. Now here's a little tip for you, just in case you've never played these types of chords before. For example, when I play this B flat 6 chord, I'm muting the A string with my middle finger. I'm just resting it over top of the string. Right? Just resting over the string very gently. And it's the same technique when you play a C minor 7. I've got my first finger though kind of muting the A string there. Right? And it's important to remember that I'm not playing any of the strings that you see an X on in the chord diagram. And one more thing, a lot of times when you see a chord chart for rhythm changes, you'll see that the 1 chord is usually a major 7 chord. Or a 7th chord. But you can also use a 6th chord, and that's what I'm using today in this lesson. The 6th chord just adds a nice smooth sound to my ears. But you can use any of those chords interchangeably if you'd like. Now friends, if you're enjoying my lessons here on YouTube, I just wanted to let you know that I have 2 great full-length courses on rockabilly guitar and on jump blues guitar that are available on my website at damianbacci.com. All of the lessons come with PDF file guitar tabs and backing tracks. and both courses are available as a download or as a DVD. These lessons, friends, will not disappoint. Okay, so let me teach you rhythm changes step by step with some chord diagrams. Okay, so here's the first A part, and bars 1 and 2 is just a 1-6-2-5. And you can continue playing a 1-6-2-5 on bars 3 and 4 if you'd like, but here I chose to play a 3-6-2-5 progression. It just makes it a bit hipper and gives it a sense of movement. Alright, so far we've got bars 1 through 4. Let's play that. Okay, so now moving on, let me play you bars 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you'll notice that I'm starting off with a 2-5-1 chord progression in the key of E flat. It's a 2-5-1 headed to the 4. Alright, so let me play you that first A section all the way through again. And now I'm going to play you slowly the entire second A section. It's basically the same as the first A section, except for the last 2 bars. And now we're at the B section, the bridge, which is bars 12 through 24. And you'll probably notice that the harmonic movement is much less busy in this part. Let's go through it. Now, I'd like to add that you can substitute the 7th chords for 9th chords here if you'd like. And now let me play you the final A section, which is bars 25 through 32. And that's it. Now you know how to play rhythm changes. So you can end it there, or you can just keep on repeating the cycle A, A, B, A. Now gang, one thing that I'd like you to do once you get this basic version down, I'd like you to build on this, learn it in other keys, and also learn some other substitutions. And also, I'd suggest learning some jazz heads for rhythm changes. One easy one to learn would be Olio. And once you feel comfortable with that, you can start learning how to solo over rhythm changes. And I'll be sure to do some upcoming lessons eventually on that as well. But for now, just keep on plugging away, and this is some really fun stuff to learn. So enjoy yourself during this process. Well gang, that's all the time that we have for this lesson today. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and once again, I just wanted to remind you that I have 2 great full-length courses on rockabilly guitar and on jump blues guitar that are both available at my website at damianbacci.com. And now friends, I'd like to leave you with some inspiring words. But first, let's check out this observation deck together. The views up on top of this observation deck are pretty cool. And if you can catch a sunset up there, it's even better. You can see the intercoastal waterways from up there. This intercoastal waterway goes all the way to Clearwater, to St. Pete, and then out into the Gulf of Mexico. You can't grow when you're comfortable. An opportunity is usually disguised as hard work. So whatever makes you uncomfortable is your biggest opportunity for growth. And with that, friends, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Much love to you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon in another guitar lesson. Take care, everybody, and bye-bye.